Yes, fine. So far we discussed very basic commands only. Okay, but those all are very important because every day we are using those commands only. Okay, so don't neglect on the basics. So if you are strong in the basics, then upcoming topics and all very easy for you. So entire Linux depending on basic commands only. Okay, so try to practice, spend some time, then familiar with all the basic commands. Okay, so again and again I'm telling that, so regularly we are executing those basic commands only in our daily basis activities. Fine. So today agenda, so we will jump into the second topic, which is user management. Okay, so this is very easy topic. Okay, if you are a L1 or L0, so most of the activities, most of the talks you are getting on the user management related only, like how to create a user, and many times you will get a request like I forgot my password or my password is got expired. Okay, so I want to reset my password, or I am unable to log in the server. I already explained it. Okay, so this kind of requests you are getting in the real-time projects. Okay, so slowly we will see. Okay, so what are the things regularly we are getting, and we will see how to create either. Even I arranged you the temporary access on my AWS, right? In the same way, you can also create your server, jump jump into the root user. So that I will tell you how to create user, what are the minimum requirement, all the things we will see now. Fine. So let me take the high level syntax, which is I mentioned here, like this one. The same syntax you can take it, guys. For see, uh, entire your Linux course, you can use the same syntax. Okay. So purpose, what is your purpose? What is the command? And get the syntax of that command, then you can go for the execution. Okay. So here, let me write the scenarios here. Very simple. How to create a user. How to create a user. Okay. Then how to set the password. How to set the password. Sorry. These are very basic things. Okay. Then how to reset the password. This is very important task. Okay. But nowadays, people made the automation for this. Even though sometimes if you want to reset your password, so people will go to the login and they will reset and arrange to the users. Okay. And what is the users configuration files? I will tell you what is this configuration files and all. Okay. In the same way, we have these two lines are interview perspective. Okay, direct to question. So what is the user's configuration file? Likewise, they will ask. In the same way, what is the password configuration file? Okay, configuration file. These two are the not the commands, guys. Okay, so we have some configuration files in the back end. I will tell you. Don't worry. Fine. Then there are few other topics. So let me finish this. Then we will jump into other topics. Okay. So here, first I want to create my user. Okay. So this is the my scenario. Let me apply here. So let me remove this all things. So sorry. So this is my purpose now. The command is very simple command. User add. Okay. So this is the command user add. Fine. Now you can get the syntax of that command. So user add username. That's it. User add your username. So whatever you want to create a user, right? You can pass that username post of your user add command. Okay, suffix. Then example, let me create. So that day I created for you all, right? So except Madhu, I created for Prem, Mansur. Okay, so Jagdish I will create for you and Madhu also. So today I will try to create a Jagdish account. Okay, and let me create for Madhu also. So these are the examples. Make sure guys, here you have to pass the space between your command and your argument. Okay, so in case if you do not maintain the space between command and argument, definitely it will throw an error. Okay, let me try. So here, before executing this, there are three types of users. I hope I already explained you how many types we have in users. Let me go through. There are three types of users. Okay, so one is here. See, root user, normal user, and systems user. Let me copy this. There are three types of users. This is also interview question. L0 interview question. L0 or L1. L1 in the sense level 1. Whoever having experience 1 to 3 years, all those people are comes under L1. Okay. More than 3 years, up to 6 or 7, they will comes under L2. L3 means more than 7 or more than 8. Okay. So there are three types of users. Okay. One is root user, which means admin user. Admin in the sense the guy who is having all privileges, all rights on the server. Okay, all rights in the sense he can do anything. He is a super user. You can call it as an admin user or you can call it as a super user. Okay, so this guy having all privileges on your system. He can do anything. Fine. So normal user is another type. This guy having compared to your root, so this guy having less privileges. Okay, so like how I created for you all, right? So those all are comes under the normal users. Okay, so how to identify whether it is root user or normal user? This is the science will expose you. The science will let you know about the which user you logged in by your server. Okay, so these are the blind signs you can say. And there is another type which is system users or service users. So these and all, just remember later you will come to know about these system users and service users. Okay. So as of now, you just remember only admin user, normal user. So I already told you, you should follow the Linux terminology. So in the Linux terminology, admin user known as the root user. You should call it as a root user. Okay. So now let me log in into my server. Then I will show you this how to jump into the root user this and all. Okay. And before that, let me write a note here. If you want to create a user, okay, you must log in by the root user only. So here let me write a sentence like root user only can create other users. Okay. So root user can create only the other users. Others are normal users. Which means in the next negative way, normal user cannot create a user. Okay, so that is the thing. Admin user only can create the normal users. Okay, important thing guys. So now let me quickly jump into my server, I mean login into my server, then I will show you how to create a user. Okay, fine. Sorry. So let me log in AWS console. How many types of login guys? Can anyone tell? So currently, yeah, almost you are correct, but don't tell in the interviews and all AWS, because there might not be using the AWS only. Might be they will use on-prem servers, other cloud as well. Okay. So there are two types of logins. One is putty login, which is known as a remote login. Another one is a console login. Okay. Very good, Madhu. Fine. So let me log in with my IP, my previous IP. What is the latest IP, guys? I hope somebody asked in the group chat. Yeah, this is the one. Let me try to log in. I hope everybody knows about login. Open your putty. 1 second, guys. I'm opening in my first screen. Sorry. Yeah, this is my putty. You can pass this IP address here. Try to click on enter. Yeah, it is trying to connect. Let us see. 3.110.136.50. See, net connection timeout. Okay, so something happened. Let me try to restart the session. Even if you want to open the duplicate or new or restart, you can just do the right click here and select the appropriate options here. Fine. I restarted my session. Let us see. So, so conclusion is, if you are unable to log in into your server through putty, which means remote login, then you should log in as a login through this console login. Okay. So in the real time, you might be having VMware, sir. So later I will tell you types of servers and all, how to log in on the real time things. So as of now, just observe my screen. So I just logged in my AWS and I am going to the EC2 service. So here it will show my all current status. Okay. So here, oh, I think I deleted all my systems. See here, instances are showing 0. Okay. So instances showing 0, it means this server itself gone. I terminated all my servers. Okay. So let me quickly create a server. Okay. So I hope I already shared a video link, how to create the AWS instances and how to connect as well. Now let me quickly show you. So earlier I mentioned here, before going to create an instance, you should create the PEM file. Okay, so these are the steps. First create the PEM file, then create the server and install OS and login. Okay, now quickly I will show you. So how to create the PEM file means, so here in the left side, you will see the one option called key pairs. Okay, so click on here and create a key pair and provide the name. Okay, and select the .pem and create. I already created, guys. If you go and check here, see there are two PEM files I already created. Okay. So what is this PEM file? What it will do? What is the purpose of the creation of these PEM files? And all later we will see. At this moment, blindly you can follow my instructions. You can just go and click on this create, provide your name. Okay. Don't provide any extensions. Just to provide the name. and select the .pem. There are another way to create the PEM file also, but as of now, just go through the .pem and create your PEM file. Once done, then click on your instances. Okay, then launch the instance either here or here. Okay, and ensure that you should be under the Mumbai region. Okay, so in videos also I explained that why you have to select this Mumbai and all. Okay, so this is the nearest data center for us. So currently all people are staying in India, right? So this is the nearest south zone, nearest data center. Of course there is Hyderabad also, but anyhow you can go with Mumbai because Hyderabad having some limitations, guys. Okay, in future you might be facing some network issues or some privileges issues with the Hyderabad data center. That is the reason you just go with the Mumbai. Fine. So here I Mumbai selected. Now click on the launch. Clear so far? Any questions? Prem, Mansoor, Bharat. Okay. So now let me give a name here. Like let me give Linux server. You can give any name, guys. Okay. Linux. So this is the name of your instance. This is not the host name actually. This is your instance name, your server name. Okay. So here interesting thing is along with your creation, so you will install your OS as well. Okay. So by default Amazon Linux is available here. Okay. So by default they selected. You just go with Amazon Linux. Okay. So go with 2023. This is the latest version. Okay, and make sure guys here see free tier eligible. It means whatever your subscription you are created you are completed your registration, right? So which will comes under only the limited services. Okay, so that is free tier eligible only. So by default they only selected this OS. Okay, so then instance type you can go with the T2 micro. Okay, there are plenty of types are available, but these all are payable. Okay, don't create anyone, just to go through go with this T2 micro, either T2 micro or nano. Better you can go with the T2 micro. See, this is also comes under free tier. Okay, so by default they selected. Now here earlier whatever you created the key pair, right? You just click on here, then it will list out here in the drag down. Okay, select the respective key pair, or even you can create the new pair here itself. But better before creation of your instance you can create the key pair, then you can come and select here. Then network and all go with the default settings, don't click on anywhere, all you can go with the default settings. Okay, even in advanced also you can go with all defaults only. Okay, so don't click on anywhere, simply you can click on the launch button, that's it. Okay, see, your instances is creating. Okay, and it will install your operating system as well. This is the fastest way, guys. Let's suppose if you want to install operating system in any either desktop or laptop, minimum it will take 1 hour or 1.5 hour. This is the power of the cloud. See how quickly it is created your server and installed OS as well. Okay, then you can come back, view all your instances. See here, this is my server and which is in the running state. Okay, and if you drag right side, right, so here this is my key pair. So AWS guys, so highly security they are following. So due to that, the first level login, I mean first time if you want to log in into your server, definitely you should use this key pair. Okay, this .pem file. Okay, I already saved it in my local laptop. Let me show you. Okay, so in my here music SK Technologies, all PEM files I am maintaining here. You can also create the respective folders and you can maintain. Okay, so this is my PEM file sktech-kg.pem. So this is the same file I used here. Okay, now what you will do, simply you just get the public IP. Okay, so you can get the public IP here, this one. Then go to your PEM location, open CMD here. Okay, in the address bar, just type the CMD, the command window. So even in Windows also you have the command terminal. Okay, so this will open, guys. Let me increase the size. Fine. So here with simple command, you just log in into your server. I will tell you what is that command. Okay. Even I written one statement. Everything can be done by the commands only, right? Even you can log in also. You can go with your Linux commands. Okay. Now let me write the command here. See, fourth step is login. How to log in, right? So how to log in into the Linux server. Okay, so here remote login only or SSH login, remote login, all are same. So here command is, this is my purpose now. Okay, so this is my purpose. Now the respective command is SSH is the command. Okay, and the syntax is SSH username @ host name or server name or server IP. This is the command, guys. This is the syntax. Now let me write the example SSH. Okay, so here just now I created my server. I don't know any user, correct? I don't know any user. After creating the server only, I can go and create my users, right? But Amazon, guys, by default, they will provide one username which is EC2-user. This is the user they will provide. Okay. Then you can use the @ and your public IP. You can select this one. Here it is. There are two types of IPs. Okay, public and private. So private is for internal purpose. Okay. So if you have another server, from one server to another also you can log in. That time we will use the private, but as of now you can go with the public IP. Okay. So select this one. That's it. Then definitely it will ask the password, because if you want to log in any user, even in the putty also it will ask, right? So definitely it will ask password, but we don't know the password, right? You can use the .pem file here. Instead of the password, you should use the .pem file. Okay. So here, how to pass this password file means the password is in the for this is the file, right? This is the file which is having the password. Now I want to pass this file into my login, right? So that time, how can you means? So you can use the one option called -i option, -i and .pem file name. That's it. Okay. So this option you should pass with your SSH command. Here you have to pass. Okay. Very simple. Now let me go and copy this command. Sorry. Okay. So let me copy this command and you can execute in your terminal. The terminal should be under your file location. Okay. So here my file location, right? sktech.kg here. Wherever your file exists, right? Inside that location, you can go and execute this command. SSH hyphen PEM file name, then your EC2 hyphen EC2 at the date your IP. Okay. So let me pause here. Sorry. Let me write RLs SSH space hyphen I space PEM file sktech hyphen kg. This is my PEM file name and username is ec2 hyphen user at the date your IP. This is my latest IP, guys. Okay. Let me put enter. Yeah. First time you can pass your acceptance with health. Then it will log in. See, server has been logged in. I think you are not able to see the screen properly, right? Let me minimize this. Now see. Now I just logged in into my server. What is the prompt showing, guys? What exactly? So prompt showing as a dollar. Dollar in the sense it's a normal user. How to display the username? Who am I? See, EC2 user. This is the default user in the AWS. Okay. Now, what is the command for creation of the user? This is the command. User add username. Let me try to create for the Madhu account. Okay. So user add space username Madhu. What is the message showing, guys? Excellent. Permission denied. So cannot log the /etc slash password and try again later. Something showing. So this EC2 user does not having the permission to create the other user, other normal user. Then who is having the access? Who is having the permission? Root user. Now interview question. How to jump into the okay? So interview questions I am maintaining here. Okay. Interview question, guys. Many times I had this. How to log in or jump into root user? Very, very, very popular question. Many people are failing with the answers. Okay. Sudo su hyphen. That's it. This is the command. So tomorrow we will discuss about this. Not tomorrow, day after. Sudo. What is this sudo? What is this su? Okay. So here, see, this is my question. This is my purpose. Okay. So here, again, you can apply that syntax, high level syntax. Command. What is the command means? Su sudo. This is the sudo is the one command. And here, su also one more command. Okay. So there are two commands here. And I will tell you what is this hyphen and dollar. So this there are two commands to log in into your root user, to jump into your root user. Okay. And the syntax is this one is the syntax. Okay. Now go on. Let me apply this. But don't worry. What is this sudo? What is this su and all? Okay. So let me execute this. Observe the screen carefully. I am executing this command with EC2 user. Okay. So observe carefully. See now what is the prompt showing, guys? Hash prompt showing. So as we discussed, hash in the sense it is the root user. You can go and verify who am I? Root user. That's it. That's it, guys. So this is the command sudo su hyphen. Okay. Now my initial agenda is my intention is I want to create a user for Madhu. Now let me try this command. Now we will see user add username. See, that's it. This time no error. It means it's executed. User has been created. But you should always as a administrator you should prove that. Okay, so you should prove the user for your the whatever you executed, right? You have to prove it. So everything can be done by the commands only. Even how to identify whether user created or not means there is another command, which is id command. Id and username. See this output showing that this is the user. Okay, so see, this is the Madhu user has been created, and with along with the user there are other things also created. You ignore that. So here user has been created. That's it. You can date the execute this state, take the snip, then forward to your requester. That's it. Like this. Sorry, my mouse is not working properly. That's why I'm hitting this one. Okay, so let me take the snap. See, take the snap and send to your requester. Hi requester, hi dear user. So user has been created in the following server. Give the server IP or your server host name. Then you can reply back to user. That's it. The same way, real times also we are doing. The request will come like a hi Linux team. I want to create an user in the following server. Okay, and keep remember one thing, guys. Many beginners are making the mistakes. Okay, what they will make mistakes means the environments, any environment, people are maintaining some security policies and all, right? So let me keep in the note. Don't Okay, so don't mention server IPs in mails. Okay, because it will be security breaches. Okay, so remember this thing. Nobody will teach this kind of things, guys. This is the smallest thing only. But while sending a mails, right? So whoever part of that mail, whoever part of the CCs, okay. So those people, if any superior or any lead, so if they are identify, okay, so they will send an immediate warning mail. Okay. So remember, don't mention any server IP. But of course, you can use the host names. Okay, so remember this point. So here my server has been created, then fine. Clear? So this is the way to create your user. Now, if you want to log in into your server, only username is not sufficient. You have to set the password also. Correct? You have to set the password also. Now we will see how to set the password. Now this is my requirement. Command is passwd. Syntax is passwd and your username. Let me, yeah, here I made a mistake. You have to use the hash prompt because it could be used by your root user, right? It could be done by your root user, right? That's why hash prompt you have to maintain. Okay. So here, even password also, normal user, of course, normal user can set their password itself. Okay. Him password, himself or herself password he can reset. But root user, he is a super user, right? He can reset everybody. He can reset password for everybody. Okay. Anyhow, let me use the dollar hash sign here. So this is the syntax. Now let me set the password for the Madhu. Okay. So username is Madhu. Okay. Now let me try. Here, right? Yeah. So pass WD. Okay, and username. So I am passing the password, guys, but it won't show because it's a sensitive information, right? So in the backend, it is registered your password. Now you can go and log in your server. Okay, clear so far? So far we discussed only two commands: how to create a user, how to set the password, and how to validate your user means ID command. That's it. Okay. So note points are: if you want to create a user, you must log in by the root user. Okay. Then how to switch to the root user means sudo su hyphen. That is the command. Clear so far? Now let's assume you have a request like reset the password. This is the regular activity. How to reset the password? Regular activity, guys. How to reset the password? Same command. Command is for reset, for set and reset. Same command. Pass wd only. Okay. So again, you can use the same syntax. Pass wd and username. This is regular command, guys. Now let me go and apply this. Pass wd your username. Now let me try with another user, SKTech. What is the message showing, guys? What does it mean? Exactly. The user doesn't exist. This user is doesn't exist in your server. That's why displaying this command. You can go and create. How to create? User add sktek. Now you can go and set the password. See, now it is prompting for your password. Enter the password, new password. Clear? Sorry, I think while entering I made a mistake. Let me reset, retry again. Yeah, this time taken. Okay. How to validate your user? ID command. Clear? Very simple. How to create user, how to set the password, how to reset the password. That's it. It's a regularly we are getting the request from the users. I'm always telling that requestings are coming from users and users, right? So who are those users? Any guess, guys? The real time, you are always working on the tasks. Okay, the task should be coming from your users. Who are those users? Employees. Okay, partial answer. Who are those employees? Exactly. That's what. Exactly. Whoever part of your project, whoever working in your project, those guys only using your servers, right? There might be requests coming from developers. There might be requests are coming from DB admins. There might be Windows admins or the other people, QA people. I forgot to enter here. QA team, testing team, QA team in the sense testers. These guys will do the application testings, testers. Okay. So these guys only our users, whoever whoever using the servers, right? So those guys only users for our server, local users. Okay. Now I will tell you the real time what are the usernames. Here I given Madhu and SKTech, right? But these names won't be using in the real time projects. So in the real time project, you might be seen usernames like Java user or Oracle user, okay, or MySQL user, okay, or cat agent, okay, or MQM agent, MQM, based on your application names, okay. Uh, Rabbit MQ, these are all some application names, guys, okay. So CTM agent, these are all. Just remember, these are the real time terms, okay. So in the real time, you might be receiving a request like, hey Linux team, create a Java user in the following server. That's it. What you have to do, the following server they will mention, right? Just get that server, go to your putty, log in into the server with your account, then switch to the root account, then create the account. Only creation is not sufficient, you should set the password as well. Set the password, verify it, then revert back to your user. That's it. This is one activity. If you get a this kind of question in interview, in the same way you can reply, then they will get impression. Command is very simple, user add username, that's it. But the explanation should be more, guys, during the interviews. Then only you will get impression and you will be cracking your interviews. Clear so far? Others? Bharat, are you clear? I think he is in travel. Okay, fine. Now I logged in my AWS mission, okay, through this CMD terminal, right? Now let me try to log in this in the through putty. Okay, we will see what error we will get, and we will, let me minimize this. So first let me copy the public IP. Don't try with private IP, guys. Okay, from outside you cannot log in your AWS mission with the private IP. You must use this public IP. Okay, so this is my public IP. Okay, so now let me open my putty. So paste your IP, hit enter. So first time if you log in through putty means it will ask the accept. Click on accept. Then just now I created a SKTech user or Madhu user, right? Let me try with SKTech. Hit enter. See, this is the message you will receive. Now how to overcome, how to resolve this issue. In the real time also same. Most of the interviews they will ask the questions in the negative way only. Most of the questions you will receive from troubleshooting part only. This is the issue. This is the challenge. How will you overcome? How will you resolve this? This kind of questions you will get, guys. Okay. So here first read the message, error message. No supported authentication methods available. Okay. So by default, Whenever you create your EC2 mission, okay, the first time from outside through putty you cannot log in. You have to make some configuration because this is the this is the server you created in the AWS, right? So AWS guys are suggesting us to make some configuration to log in your server from outside. Okay, so first way how we did with help of the SSH command. SSH hyphen I pem file name EC2 user I EC2 user at the rate your IP. Okay, so this is the way we logged in, and we switched into the root user. Now there is a file called how to list out the file, guys. ls command. See, basic command. ls command. The file full path is /etc. What is the full path of the file, guy? Bharat, do you know the file? This is the file. Okay. See, I am listing out this file. The file full path is, this is the file actually. This is lying under the SSH folder. SSH folder is lying on the under the etc folder. This is the full path. Okay. Now here you have to modify something. You have to modify some option. So how to edit the file? vi command. Vi and file name you should tell. Only vi is not sufficient. That's the partial answer. Okay. So try to give the full answer. Vi and file name. What is the file name? /etc/ssh sshd underscore config. This is the file. Okay. So here I want to display with the line numbers. Okay. So you just do the escape colon su space nu. Hit enter. See now line names are showing. Okay. Now easily you can modify this. Okay. Be careful, guys. This is the configuration file. If you make any mistake here, right, you won't log in. Okay. Line number 63, I think. 65. Okay. So password authentication. By default, it is a no. So now what you have to do? You have to edit with the S. You have to remove this no and add the S. How to add and how to add the data in your VA file? Insert, escape I, insert mode. See, I just triggered escape I. Then remove this no and add the yes. That's it. Now you can save. How to save the file? Escape colon W. That's it. Now you want to quit from the this VI page means escape colon Q. That's it. See, you made your configuration. Then to reflect this configuration, there is one more command. Okay. So public IP login through terminal. Okay. So CMD terminal. CMD terminal. Then switch to root user. Okay. Edit the file. Okay. Which file? This is the file. Oh, sorry. This is the file, and what is the line number? 65. Okay. So 65. Then you have to enter one more command, guys, to reflect the changes. Systemctl restart sshd. Just execute this command. Later we will discuss more about this command. What is this systemctl and all. As of now, just execute. That's it. Now we can go and log in the same server through putty. See, this is my inactive state, right? Click on, do the right click on this restart session. Now prompting for the username, give the SK tag. Now see, prompting for the password. I am giving my password. That's it. Same server, you can log in with a Madhu account. Duplicate session. Okay, so let me drag here. 1 second. I am dragging this. Yeah. So this is another session. So pass Madhu account, Madhu username, and pass your password. That's it. Now tell me which terminal is the Madhu user, which terminal is the SKTech user with the help of the command. Do you clear with the question? Prem, Bharat, Madhu, are you clear with the question? So, so there are two terminals here, correct? So which one is a Madhu account? Which one is the SKTech account? I don't want to. I want to get with the command. Answer I want to get with the command. What is the command? That's it. Who am I? See here, you can go and execute. Who am I? What is the username? SKTech. See, command indirectly I asked, right? Even in interview also same. So there are two terminals. I want to display it, which terminal it belongs to which user. What is the command? Who am I? That's it. Now if I do the host name, the same host name, it will display here. See, because both servers are same. I logged in same server with the different users. That's it. Clear, guys? Any questions? Prem? Okay, fine. That's it, guys. So that's it for today. Fine. So tomorrow I will I will walk through this user management. There are many topics are there. Okay, so we will explore on tomorrow session. So this is the way you have to set up your lab. That is what I explained in my YouTube channel. The same which I shared the links, right? So the same story only. Okay. So log in, create a PEM file, launch the instance, select the appropriate values, then create your instance. After creation, with the help of the PEM file, you can log in the first time only. Okay. Now, even no need to, now no need this PEM file now. Whatever I used, right? So now, whatever I used the PEM file here, now no need. So let me try to log in, guys. I will share the IP here in the chat box. Now try to log in, guys. Username is Mazu, okay, and password is I am sharing here. Everybody try to log in. Try to log in and let me know, guys. Send your screenshots. Now itself you can log in and just send the screenshots in WhatsApp channel. Mansur and Mushraf, did you buy your laptops? Okay, try to buy as soon as possible because many things are we are discussing, right? Are you trying, Bharat? Are you trying to log in into the server through putty? Try to log in, IP, username, password, all the things I have shared. And once you logged in, execute who am I command and date command. Then take the screenshot and send in the channel. Excellent. From Madhu I received. So make it habit. Whatever the things they ask, right, users, you should prove that, guys, with help of the commands. Okay. So try to execute who am I command. Who am I will display the username. Then user will come to know, oh, this guy used, this is the user. So this guy used logged in by the this user. And when he logged in, with help of the date command. Okay. Very good, Prem. That's it. Send an email instead of, see here we are sending the screenshots through WhatsApp channel, right? In the real time, the same screenshot you will send by the emails or emails. That's it. Okay. So there is nothing in the real time, guys. The same things only, but you should be familiar with that. You should be familiar with those activities. That's it. Fine. Okay. I'm stopping the screen.